Yo, what's up, homies? It's your boy Stunula, back at it again with another Dead by Daylight video. Hope y'all are having an amazing day or night. Today in this video, we're going to be trying to get you better at looping. Whether you're a beginner or just picking up Dead by Daylight, you might have a lot of questions about the game. And your first question might be, how do I survive longer? Well, basically in this video, whether you're a beginner or an expert with many hours, I think that you might take away something from this video. Also, quick disclaimer, this is my first time ever making a tutorial video, so if I can improve in any way, I would love to hear your advice in the comment section down below. Thank you. Tip number 1 is to be unpredictable. If you vault the same window once, twice, maybe the third time isn't the best option. Maybe it's a better option to take another window vault or maybe head to a pallet. Be unpredictable. Don't let the killer read you, because that's the easiest way to get hit in this game, is doing the same thing over and over again, because after a while the killer's eventually going to catch on. Tip number 2 is try to connect loops. Don't just keep looping the same structure over and over again. Try to be different. Try to go from one window to a pallet to another window, maybe so that you're able to save that pallet in the future for when you actually need it. Tip number 3, fake it till you make it, baby. Alright, so basically when I'm going through this pallet right now, I turn my body towards the pallet to fake it like I'm going to drop it. She respects the pallet greatly, and then on the next time, I crouch down next to the pallet almost as if that I'm going to drop it again, and she respects it as well. Tip number 4, try to loop whatever structure or object in the game tightly. This will increase the amount of loops you can achieve at that tile you're currently at. By doing this, you waste the killer's time greatly. As you can see in the clip that you're watching right now, watch how closely I'm hugging the car when I'm looping. Tip number 5 is to keep your eyes on the killer. In this clip right here, I lost track of the killer because I wasn't paying attention to where they were when I was looping, and I paid the price for it, unfortunately. In this next clip, it's a better example of me paying attention to where the killer is and adjusting my movement based on their position. So when I vault the window and I see that the pig doubles back, I immediately take the long side of the loop. Tip number 6 may or may not be a looping tip, but it is to waste as much of the killer's time as possible. If you do this, you're allowing your teammates a lot more freedom around the map to do gens and to get you out quicker. Sometimes if you do this, the killer might not like you, but you kind of got to be prepared for that.
Yes, sir.
Why you bullying me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tip number 7 is to use windows of opportunity if you're trying to learn a new map or you're just starting out in the game. I think it's such an underrated perk as far as a looping perk goes. It allows you to extend your chases more by finding pallets and windows that you can interconnect so you can waste more of the killer's time. It also gives you very crucial information about what pallets around the map are dropped, so you don't end up running yourself into a dead zone where there's no pallets, no windows, no hope, essentially. That's why I really like it, because it kind of gives me that information that, hey, I'm playing in solo queue. This dude just dropped 6 pallets in a row. Maybe I shouldn't go there. Tip number 8 is to not camp pallets. I know it's tempting, but hey, greed the pallet, run through the loop, see how many times you can get a loop around that one object or structure until you're forced to drop the pallet or you take the hit. And in the event that you do take the hit, don't drop the pallet. When you get hit, you get a speed boost, and if you stop to drop the pallet, you're losing a lot of that speed to get away from the killer. So when you get hit, you're able to make a lot of distance, so you want to use that distance to get yourself to another safer loop or a safer pallet. Tip number 9 is to force the killer to break the pallet. Breaking the pallet loses the killer's bloodlust as well as getting hit. This is why I tell you, if you're going to get hit at a pallet, do not drop the pallet. Keep running to the next safest tile. Because when the killer hits you, they'll lose bloodlust. When they break a pallet, they'll lose bloodlust. This makes them slower. But over time, when they're chasing you, their bloodlust naturally increases from tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 3. That's why it's important to force the killer to break the pallet so they lose their bloodlust, so you can continue looping them. Number 10 is to recognize what loops are safe loops and what loops are unsafe loops. So in this clip right here, I'm playing on the new RPD map, and generally this room right here is really strong against many killers. I know they updated it to kind of make it a little bit more killer friendly, but if you run this loop correctly, you can waste so much of the killer's time by doing this. And it's relatively a safe loop. Number 11 is don't be afraid to fail. Try a 360, try a dump tech, try a FOV tech. Honestly, in this game, some of the stupidest things that you do will have good results. At the end of the day, this game does take a lot of time to get better at, but I feel like if you use this guide as a reference guide to come back to and to try and reflect upon, I think that you'll start to be able to see results in your own gameplay, and I'm really excited for you. And if you guys like the video, please drop a like and subscribe, and also comment on what you guys would like to see from me in the future, because I would love to do stuff like this. I just never had the confidence. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. Thank you all so much again for watching. Have a good one. Y'all think I got 4%?
You can try.
I'm built different. I'm just built different, chat.
You know, it just said that you deserve a free blow job.